Share the Laughs with Carol Burnett, weeknights at 6 on WTIC TV, Channel 61.
Well, good morning, good morning. Time to do something for yourself. Do you just passively all the time sit and watch other people? Well, this is your time to, yes, the truth is yes. Well, that's okay. You're working, you know, your eyes are moving, these guys out here. But are you just sitting there? How many times do you see the same people, the same celebrities? Do you ever look at all these celebrities? They get on the talk shows, they look great. You want to look great. Forget that. So you got to start right now by moving. That's right. To the right, just like this little toe. You can do whatever your favorite stretches are. You can walk around, start breathing, but do something for yourself. Half hour, how much is that for your little body, all those cells to ask? I mean, after all, you know, when you look at people and they look great and they have a great attitude, 9 times out of 10, they will tell you that exercise and proper diet is part of their life because this is your machine. This is about it. And this is how, you know, you see people, they have great cars, they take great care, nice shiny hood, you know, all the wheels, everything. You look at them, what are you talking about? What about your machine? Ick! All right, so you got to take care of yourself, and that means little exercise, proper diet. A lot of people say, Joni, should you take vitamins? Well, you know, there's 2 schools of thought of that. One school says if you get all of the proper nutrients throughout the day, then you don't need to. But then other people say, how many of us can eat that many calories, you know, and get that many varieties of food, and what about the foods, the way they're treated? So I say probably a safe bet is to take at least a multiple vitamin, maybe some extra B, some extra C, check it out with your doctor, but you can't go wrong. I always call it health insurance. What about carbo loading? I got a letter from some people that said, gee, you know, some people carbo load before marathon runs to have more energy. So do you think if I carbo load, I'll have more energy? Probably not, but you get nice and fat because remember, these people that are doing this are doing something where they'll store carbohydrates because they're planning to run 26.2. Is that right? 26.2? I used to know it.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, unless you're going on a 26.2 run, carbo loading you can imagine, could be just what it says, carbo loading. You'll be ready to be loaded on the dock. So that's only for elite athletes, okay? And if you plan on doing something like that, really check it out, because I'll tell you, I used to run marathons all the time. I don't want to brag. I don't want you to say, gosh, you know, she did everything. But I did. And I carbo loaded once. I want to tell you that at 10 miles, it was a real messy scene. So you got to really be sure that it agrees with you. It was wrong, but I wanted to be like all the big shots, and all I did was get dirty tennis shoes. So you got to be careful that the thing doesn't happen. No, I'm not kidding. I think we should share these experiences with people. Horrible experience. Pancakes, spaghetti, ugly. Anyway, so you want to be sure if you do something like that, because you read that, you know, Bill Rogers or Get Advice does it, make sure it's right for you. Now, what about the fact you say, well, you know, what if I sort of do the old yo-yo type diet? One day I binge and the next day I purge and all that sort of thing. Listen, all those diets that have you eat a lot of food one day and not too much the next and up, you never learn correct eating habits. And the whole thing behind correct eating is to eat a way that you can live with. So you got to experiment, you got to, you know, get a checkup if you need one, you got to find out if you're a type of person that benefits more from 3 or 6 meals a day. But everyone benefits from exercise, and that's why we're here, so you keep stretching. And as you're stretching, remember, stick to the basics. The plainer the food, the fewer the calories. You've heard that, right? And the cheaper, right? So we like that. Keep going. Welcome to the Dole Cup International Aerobic Championships. We've been here for the last few weeks. It's been so exciting. And today I'm very honored because I'm going to be talking a little bit about men in aerobics with someone that has been called the American Ambassador of Aerobics. He is the leader of the national aerobics team. Also happens to be my husband, but I'm not going to brag. I'm so glad to get to Japan just to see him. He's been gone forever. Hi, Kirk.
Hi, Joni.
Oh, very nice.
It's good to see you here in Tokyo.
That's the official greeting. Yeah. Kirk, can you tell me a little bit about the difference that you have seen with men in aerobics here?
Sure. This is my first time to Japan, but we've had about over 100 competitors that were men, over 2,000 competitors all told, and the increase is about 50% over the year before, and that's excellent. The people are strong, and they're hard to beat. I don't know if some of the Americans would be able to beat some of the competitors I saw today.
Now, you know, Kirk teaches in the United States. How many male teachers do they have in aerobics here in Japan?
I think it's still a relatively low number for men instructors, but I think we have more men competitors. It seems like the competitive fire for these people, men and women, is a little stronger in this country than in America. I think men would prefer to be an instructor in America, and I think they prefer to be a competitor now. But the industry is coming to Japan. Safety, shoes, surface, teacher certification, those kind of things, and that's going to help the industry. It's going to improve the instructor professionalism. And
now, I know that the women are real flexible now. Are the men sort of graded on flexibility, or what's the criteria?
Well, by nature, they have more strength. We want to look to see a little bit more strength, but you have to retain the good form. You know that, Joni, perfect form. And, you got to have that, and they have to have some aerobic dance experience. They have to have that. In seeing them do a 45-minute class in 5-minute elimination rounds, and then in the final 2 minutes, if they haven't done the classes, they could be a world-class gymnast, and you'll see through that sooner or later, and they won't make it.
Okay, well, anyway, that's Men in Aerobics here in Japan. It's coming to Japan. It's already in America. You keep stretching. We'll be right back. Hey, it's some exercise.
This portion of more
Any other kind.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. 1, 2, 3, go Bears you dare with Bikini Bear.
Bikini Bear French Foam Depilatory with aloe and collagen. Foams on fast, light, fluffy. And for the delicate bikini area, say goodbye to razor stubble with the original Bikini Bear Cream Depilatory Kit, containing Bikini Bear Cream for hair removal, plus Bikini Bear Finishing Cream for after hair removal skincare, with nature's own healant, aloe.
Go Bear as you dare with Bikini Bear.
Rob Lowe.
Are you as good as you look?
He's a red-blooded rebel.
Nice moves.
In love with a blue-blooded lady. He bet against all odds.
Don't take things that don't belong to you.
For the chance to be a winner. Go, 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 go! Amanda Pays, Ali Sheedy, and Rob Lowe. A broadcast premiere. Oxford Blues.
Tonight at 8 on Channel 61.
Well, we're back, and you know what we are? We're at the Dole Cup International Aerobic Competitions, which are taking place as we speak. In fact, I'm like in the control room. Actually, not a control room, but a little room above all the action. Here we go. Bring it up and up. I love it. It's so great. I mean, I feel like I'm almost at a Democratic convention. Just I did that quick shift there as we come forward, flexion. I thought maybe you wanted to see me. Anyway, all the action's going on here where all of the finalists from all over Japan are coming to vie for the Dole Cup Championship of 1986. And also, now as we go this way, also a free trip to LA, which I know you say, come on, big deal, Tony. It is a big deal though if you're in Japan. Well, you know, I thought I saw everything. We had done earlier in the week, we saw a woman being made up for a wedding, you know, and what they do, they sort of do them in geisha apparel for, you know, with the black wig traditional. Then they put on a wedding dress, then they put on a going away dress. Well, let's show you a wedding American style. Now we're going to show you something called Wacky Wedding. Now Mr. Bill's holding it. See Mr. Bill in the corner, maybe the bride and groom have been married for 60 years. Are you ready? That's not the bride, folks, that's the groom. Talk about a sense of humor. What happened was the bride dressed up like the groom, 84-year-old, you know, and the groom dressed up like the bride. All the men at the wedding were dressed as women, and all the women were dressed as men. You know what I say, though? Do you ever notice, hey, this is no offense, Dad, when you get older, men look like women look like men anyway, so who cares, right? I mean, I looked at it, I thought, hey, who cares? We all look alike. We sort of come in the world looking alike, and we leave looking alike. It's all right with me. I look forward to it. You know, it's great. If I dress my dad, I'd be good with my mom. You know, dress him up my aunt. I mean, it's great. I got some old clothes, throw them on him. The thing about my dad, I gotta watch out for is he likes it, you know? It's okay. I once had, this is true, only in San Francisco, but I did have some friends over, you know, some guys and stuff. My dad had no one to dance. I think dancing with the guys. You could care less. He says, hey, listen, the woman want to dance, I'll dance with the guys. Who cares? Keep going, liberal. All right, side to side. Now take it over as you press out. I think it's a great idea, and we know why those people are married for 60 years, right? A sense of humor. Can you imagine having the energy to dress like a man and a woman? I mean, can you imagine this guy going, hey, let's do this, Edna.
You dress up like me, and I'll dress up like you, and all our friends will dress up like each other. Or all the men will be women, and all the women will be men. I think it's a fabulous idea. You know, a little wedding planning. I don't know if they're ready for it here in Japan. You know, it's like I showed the picture, but it was like, huh? Who cares? All right, again, 7 and 8. Take it side, inside, inside, inside. So you're pulling it through the abdominals, squeezing the gluteals. That's right. Upright. You don't